Alright gang, this is the official Modern Warfare 3 best settings video. This is going to cover audio, graphics if you're on PC. This is going to cover controller settings, whether on console, PC or not. And then the audio obviously is for PC and console as well. We are going to go ahead and just start off with our controller settings. Obviously set to controller. We have tactical flipped set. So flipped, you don't have to run. I run a PlayStation controller and I used to play PlayStation on PS3, and you shot with the bumpers and use tactical for the triggers. If you want instant triggers, just use, if you have PS4 controller, use the bumpers at the top. It's way better. But regardless, you need to play tactical. Maybe not flipped, but tactical. Stick layout preset is going to be set default. Vibrations off. Dead zones, make them as low as you can without having stick drift. Aiming, I played a 6.6 sensitivity. Sensitivity multipliers all set to 1.0. Aim response curve type is going to be set to dynamic. ADS sense multiplier focus is at 0.95. ADS sensitivity transition timing is going to be set to instant. Custom sensitivity per zoom, I have it at 0.93 for low zoom and 2 to 3 times. Everything else is at 1.0. That'll be sniping really. Targeted aim assist is going to be set to on. Obviously, aim assist types default. Black Ops, like, people talk about how it fries the multiplayer. I'm pretty sure it was like frying until it wasn't. Dude, default is the move. I'm absolutely frying right now, and I feel like my shot was better with default than Black Ops. I would definitely switch over to that. Gameplay, we got automatic tag sprint turned on, single tap to sprint. Plunging underwater, I set that to free. Parachute auto deploy, that's going to be set to off. Some of these settings, I don't know why they weren't set. Tap to slide, 100%. I don't know why you wouldn't want to dive. Definitely tap to slide though, since slide canceling's back. Slide cancel sprint. Obviously, we want our slide cancel on. Let's see. Prioritize interact right now. I've always kind of played that, so it's like everything's like tap to reload, tap to interact, hold to reload, and then it's like hold to reload if there's multiple options, something like that. Apply all on the armor plates. Depleted ammo switch 100% on. Freeload, let's see, all of that is not important. Let's go on to graphics. I play full screen borderless. I get a 3080 Ti. Select whatever monitor you want to play on. Brightness, that all depends on the monitor. NVIDIA reflex low latency, keep that on, not on plus boost, just keep that on. If you have a diesel graphics card, I mean like a 3080 or higher, like maybe even just 3080 Ti, 3090, 40 series card, do not put on plus boost. You will get less performance. These cards are made to run like workhorses. Like my GPU, I have EVGA 3080 Ti, has an OC switch on it. Like I have it manually set to overclock. I don't want to try to push it anymore. You'll have a dip in frames, I promise. You're running, I'll repeat, if you're running a 3080 Ti or higher, on. You do not want to put on plus boost on that. Only on if you have a good card. Custom frame limit, mine's set to whatever my monitor is. Focus mode, that's set to 90. Quality, it's on recommended. For multiplayer, this really doesn't matter because I'm getting high frames regardless. You can set all of this to low, but this is where I have it at. If you want to pause the video and just take screenshots, this is where I have it. Most things are going to be set to low for me. I really don't care about the appearance of the game. I just want like best possible ripping. Like I want to be able to rip. Also, make sure terrain memory is saved, so it doesn't have to like load every time you play. They'd be chopped. Some people think turning everything like completely low on it is like good, but sometimes it affects you, and that setting is like a great example of that. If you have terrain memory turned off, every time you play a match, it's trying to like load this terrain like it's never been loaded before, and it's going to hinder your PC. So there's definitely like some settings you don't want to turn down. Render resolution, I play 1440p. There's a massive difference between 1080 and 1440. It's actually crazy. That's just what I recommend. I keep it at 100. It rips. Field of view 120. If you're not using affected FOV with 120, you are out of the loop. Like you shouldn't be playing the game. It is the biggest advantage you can have in this game. It's having 120 FOV with an affected view with a wide weapon field of view. That makes your gun smaller. The more you can see on your screen at once, the better. You don't want to be able to, like, Let's use the image as an example. I mean, the last image in Modern Warfare 2 was better because it actually had a wall in place. But there's going to be times where your gun can block people, and if your weapon's smaller, they might not be blocked. It's better to be able to see more on your screen than less. I'm just saying that, calling it for what it is. Third person field of view, that's going to be at 90. What vehicle wide, you make the vehicle smaller. Motion blur off on everything, film grain off, camera movement set to least. By default it's set to 100%. Put that to 50, put it to least so your camera's not shaking so much. Inverted flashbang, if you get flashed, if you turn this on like I do, it saves your eyes. It doesn't, your screen doesn't just flash white, it goes black, and I prefer that. I think it's super sick. Takes a little getting used to it first, because the first couple times it happens to you, you're like, oh god, my game crashed. You really just got flashed. So that's definitely big tune right there. My audio mix I've set to headphones. Some people are saying headphone bass boost, but for me, headphones is perfect. I haven't needed anything else. I have Astro 840s with a mix amp. I can't complain. Obviously set, speaker, volume, sound device. If you're on PC, set, get those set and changed up. I keep proximity chat on and last words chat on. I usually turn proximity chat off, but I haven't really ran into a situation where it's been like super annoying. I guess that's going to be more or less Warzone. Push to talk. I don't think really any of this is too crazy. Reduced tinnitus sound. Absolutely. Whenever a concussion and or a flash grenade goes off, there's that like really loud ringing noise when you're shell shocked. It gets rid of that ring. So if you're flashed, you can actually hear what's going on rather than just being like in a daze. You can actually hear. If you have a good headset, you can absolutely zap people like that. Hit marker sound effects are on classic. I like the Modern Warfare class. The Modern Warfares are better in this game. Like the modernized hit. I don't know why I had that set to that. It's that low key and like vibe with the Modern Warfare hit markers interface. I don't know if there's anything on here we need to change. Our HUD bounds. So pull these in. Like, see, you can move them, make them as far in as you can possibly make them. That's day one stuff right there. That you gotta have that. Brings your mini map everything closer together so you can see what's going on without having to drag your eyes across the screen. It gives you the best advantage on being able to get a drop on the enemy. Mini map shape's obviously gonna be square. I think that's default now. I think square is default. But in the event you have a round mini map, get rid of it. You can clearly see in this photo. You don't even need to see the whole photo. My camera covers a lot of it. On the round map, look at the top left corner. You can just see that little piece of red. Same picture is on the right. You see so much more, man. So make sure you're using square mini map and make sure rotation is on so you're not getting tip turned upside down. Horizontal compass on, crosshairs obviously on, hit markers and damage based on. And that's it, gang. That's it. Look, we covered controller, we covered graphics, we covered audio, and we covered interface. This is all you need to excel in this game. I'm telling you, this is gas. Wait. You're still here, that means you got a big one. And I wanted to show you this right here. Gameplay music volume's off. Dialogue volume I have on 70 realistically. We could put that down to like 60.
Weapons out, vaqueros.
There we go. So that gives us an idea of how loud. Maybe even lower than that. Let's see.
Weapons out, vaqueros.
We'll go to 40.
Weapons out, vaqueros.
Effects volume's gonna be on 100. Voice chat's gonna be on 50. Cinematic music volume, I'm gonna have that set to 0. But the dialogue volume, sometimes like people call it precision, and it doesn't give you like the banner, like precision airstrike incoming. You need to be able to hear the operators call it, because the operators are always gonna call it. They're gonna be like, "Watch out, there's SAE, whatever." Make sure you have that on. You just don't want it to be so loud that if they call a precision and they're pushing at the same time, you're not able to hear them and you're only able to hear like Captain Price fucking blabbering on about it, So you want a balance between both of those things. But gang, that's it. Those are all my settings. If you're a noob to the channel, enjoy the content, I need you to hit that sub button, man. Crush that like button. Road to 5K. It's absolutely crazy. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Enjoy the game. We'll be back tomorrow with another heater. We got big new gameplay coming. Let's get it, gang.